What's up, E-Fam? Welcome back to the channel. It's your girl, Nanselly.
It's your boy, Gio. Welcome back to the channel. If you guys are new to the channel, please make sure you guys hit that subscribe button, as it's very important. We have a set goal that for 2026, we want to make it happen, and we can't do it without you guys' help.
Yes.
So anything and everything matters at this moment.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So if you guys clicked on this video, and I've been saying this a lot more recently because I know that we get a lot of new people that check out our videos because, you know, the cool thumbnails, or they're just curious to see our thoughts.
Right.
Welcome, first and foremost, and I'm sure you guys are going to enjoy this ride that we've been through. We've already been doing 2 months of content regards of BTS, so, you know, you're going to have to sit tight because it's pretty long. The videos are long, and they're good, though, you know?
And it's going to get better.
Yeah, they're only going to get better. So, wait, did you move the camera, or am I tripping? I feel like it moved.
It did. I heard a noise.
Yeah.
Okay, there's a ghost in this office.
There's a ghost in the house. All right, there we go. That's a better angle right there.
Thanks, Ghost.
There you go. Thank you, Ghost. Yeah. But as we know, Thanksgiving is coming up, man. It's coming up. It's important, you know.
To be thankful.
Mm-hmm.
And you put me on the spot. No, yeah, be thankful even for the littlest things. As you know, breathing, being able to use both hands, both feet. It does, you know, even for me to say that because I had an accident. We had a car accident. Yeah. And my wrist hurts really bad. So
yeah, since then,
yeah. And it's so hard because now I can't do certain things that, you know, I used to do just like whatever, you know.
Yeah, so anything that requires force or any type of movement with the wrist, it hurts.
And you wouldn't have thought that you use your wrist so much until you need to use it. Then everything hurts. Like,
yeah.
Opening up a soda, twisting up even the milk, the smallest things, and if it hurts, like I cannot hold the pots with water, like if I'm gonna make spaghetti or something. Yeah. So the point to this is just be thankful for the littlest things.
No, yeah, definitely. Because I mean, not only that, we've experienced other stuff where, let's say, it's like a cut, and then you feel it like somewhere else on your body, and it's like
when you felt this weird sensation in the back when you poked your finger. Yeah. It's like, what happened?
Yeah, it was crazy. But obviously the nerves work, but in some type of way. You know what I'm saying? But definitely you got to be thankful for the family. You got to be thankful for your loved ones. You guys are, you know, with someone. Food. Yeah, just thankful for everything. And I think we should start making it a thing in this channel. You know, be thankful for things every day. That way we kind of keep growing that mentality of just, you know, being thankful for everything every single day, because we never know when it's going to be the last day or what could come, you know, because there's always going to be battles. There's always ups and downs. Yeah. The challenges are never going to stop. It's just up to you to, you know,
choose
the right path.
Yeah, your reaction to the situation every time.
Yeah, exactly.
Take a calm approach.
For that, happy Thanksgiving. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully you guys are safe, sound. I know it's a little bit earlier than, you know, it's the day of, but just in case, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. Because we just had a Friendsgiving as well, and it was pretty cool, you know. It's the second year in a row that we have one.
Second year, yeah.
So it was cool. I went to work today, super tired. I was like dead.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
Yeah, but when you got home, you were excited to record.
I was ready. Yeah, I guess that's how you could tell that, like, I'm willing to do my job and give it my energy and everything. But when we get home, it's like, all right, I'm ready for the people. You know what I'm saying? I'm ready for this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how it is. And that's how you show your love and passion for what you do.
Yeah. Yeah. So today we're going to be checking out another video from Boracity magazine. If you guys don't know, all of her information is going to be in the description below. So make sure that you guys follow her if you guys haven't already. This is where we get all of our information in regards to BTS. So you know what I'm saying? You guys got to go ahead and get her to 100 subscribers. She needs that plaque. I've been saying that.
Go follow.
Yeah, she has a lot of good journalism and a lot of information in these videos. So if you guys are into that stuff, you know, here we are. Yes. But this one is called An Introduction to BTS Discography from Chapter 1. So the reason why we're doing this is because now it's time to check out all of the albums.
Definitely, yes.
So we're gonna, so we're starting from the very first one till you know to what we have now.
Definitely, yes. So I'm excited.
Hopefully we can do it in time for, let's say, the newer project.
That's the goal. Honestly, when you told me this is what we're gonna do, I was so excited because I'm like, this is a perfect time.
Yeah.
Hopefully, exactly what you just said. Hopefully, we get to do every single one of them, and by the time they come out with a new album, bam, we're like on that one.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That would be so perfect. But you know, you never know. You never know. But we're gonna definitely try to get that going.
Let's get to it. I said, let's get do it.
There are many great introduction videos to BTS out there, but most of them introduce a member's journey, achievements, and personalities. This is very important information for...
So we've seen the first two. Let me see, who is BTS? The 7 members. Okay, so that's another introduction. Okay. So I've only seen the first two.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
For new fans to know, but in this video, I will introduce you to their most important contribution, their discography. BTS's discography can be a little confusing to understand because it doesn't work like most Western discographies or even K-pop discographies. They have official songs, unofficial songs, tracks that are technically not songs, compilation albums, solo songs that are BTS songs, solo songs that are not BTS songs, Korean albums, Japanese albums, English singles, and so much more. So
oh my god.
I am floored. What?
That is insane.
That's
she just amazing. Went through so many different things in the matter of 10 seconds.
Yeah.
Wow.
Amazing.
Wow.
Try to explain all of that. If you're already an ARMY, I hope this guide can help you understand the timeline of BTS's discography and maybe...
Oh, look at that. So we're starting in 2013. You know what's... Oh, wow. Okay. Wow. And this is just BTS projects, not even their solo projects. It's going to be a fun ride. We got to get to it.
Even discover some songs you haven't listened to before. And if you're not a fan, I hope this guide can help you understand the basics of BTS's discography and eras and find the songs with the genres you like the most.
Okay, so one thing that I really am excited about is the different transitions that they did with these albums.
Yes.
So we're gonna obviously start from the school and how the school system is over there and how they are rebellious about it. Transition into the youth, transition into self-acceptance, identity, then the pandemic album, legacy, and then obviously these are the other art, personal
they're
stuff.
solo.
Yeah, they're solo stuff. So
yeah.
But that's super exciting.
Super.
Because we're gonna literally go through their life, yeah.
Yeah, their life growth in music.
Yeah. Or even the way that they were thinking in those moments.
Yeah.
You know?
I won't spoil the songs for you. I will just quickly hint how they sound and what the themes are, so you can discover by yourself if it's something you're interested in. To start, BTS's music is currently in what they call a Chapter 2, which includes a variety of solo projects all promoted as BTS's projects, as well as new BTS songs with all the members. But since Chapter 2 just started and is still ongoing, in this video I will only talk about Chapter 1, because it's still so extensive that even fans can miss some of it. So this is BTS's story explained only through their music. BTS officially debuted in 2013, but it all started in 2007. Namjoon, who later became the first member and the leader of BTS, started sharing his rapping and songwriting on online platforms around the age of 14. The oldest songs people could find of him were under the name Ranch Randa, and they go back to 2008. Later this year, Namjoon, who we know today as RM, started using the name Largo alongside Ranch Randa to unofficially share his songs. Participating mostly in collaborations, he mainly used samples of famous hip-hop songs to write his own Korean raps. He then performed these songs with other underground rappers. The majority of them disappeared from the rap world, but some became well-known rappers in South Korea years after. RM worked with the rappers Changmo, who back then was called Loop, Supreme Boy, who was called Suprema, Zico, who was called Naxo, and Ugly Duck, who kept his name. In 2009, RM continued being part of collaborations, now mostly under the name Randa. This was a time when RM gained popularity in the South Korean underground rap scene, especially after the release of the 2009's second 94 Liners group rap. Along with other rappers, RM became part of the rap crew DNH. These songs from 2008 2008 and 2009 were recognized by the rapper Sleepy, who told his friend and Big Hit producer P-Dog to check out the music of a talented underground rapper who was still in high school. After meeting RM, Big Hit decided to form a hip-hop group with RM in its center. This group was Bulletproof Boys, which they abbreviated as BPB. BPB had 3 rappers, RM, Iron, and Supreme.
Whoa, so Bulletproof Boys?
RM.
Well, I don't know who the other ones are, but no, but what I was gonna say is pretty interesting. So Hybe created a rap group, and BPB. So, but it's because they call themselves Bulletproof, now as BTS, Bangtan Boys.
Yeah, yeah.
So interesting that it was kind of similar, you know.
For the first group that RM was in.
Yeah. So then that kind of makes me wonder. He was the first one to be in it, so maybe the other 2 guys, fell off, and then he continued with, Hybe or something.
Yeah,
I'm not
and then
sure.
it just became. Well, yeah. Let's continue.
Yeah. Let's continue. It's interesting.
Yeah.
As BPB, RM released Dreaming and 17 Part 1, and with the other members, BPB released Hook Gayo, Ashes, and We Are BPB. Although BPB did not have an official debut, they featured on Love You Hate You by 2AM. This song is technically RM's first official song representing BTS. All the songs I've talked about before this one can only be listened to because of re-uploads, but you can listen to Love You Hate You in every streaming platform since it's officially credited to BTS. Later this year, Big Hit had a rap competition in which
Oh my god, I remember a lot of friends had this hairstyle in high school.
Same. I remember this.
That is crazy. Oh my god, that just brought me back.
Contestants had to use one of 4 tracks,
shirt.
2 produced by RM and 2 produced by Iron. A 17-year-old named Yoongi decided to use RM's 17 track to audition, and he won the first online
Sugar.
round. At the rap battle final, Yoongi landed in 2nd place with the songs Swagger and This. Although only the 1st place was promised a spot in Big Hit, Yoongi was invited to also join Big Hit and record the 2 songs he performed in the competition. In 2011, RM, still representing BPB, was featured in the pop song Bad Girl, which is still accessible on SoundCloud and YouTube, and the ballad Because I'm a Foolish Woman, which is accessible in every streaming platform. Additionally, RM unofficially released Glory as himself, enrolling with his previous rap crew DNH. During this time, there were many changes in the BPB lineup. Big Hit discovered the street dancer Jung Ho-seok and decided to make Yoongi, who we know today as Suga, and Ho-seok, who we know today as J-Hope, become part of the group alongside RM and the other 2 rappers. Up until this point, the group was clearly intended to be a hip-hop rap group, but Big Hit.
That's crazy, huh?
Wow. Yes.
Wow. I love this because we get to see literally
The come
up of what it was meant to be, but what it became after.
Yes.
Because these are literally kids, man, like that are just chasing that dream. They're signed, they're dope artists. And this is like the first time, I guess, that you were getting Suga, RM, and J-Hope together.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that is so crazy. This is
That is
2011. Interesting.
That is wild.
Oh.
thought about transforming BPB into a hip-hop idol group with a rap line and a vocal line. The guy who won the rap competition against Suga was eventually not a fit for the group. The previous 2 BPB rappers were also...
Isn't that interesting, though? How that works?
Yeah.
There's a guy that won, but he wasn't a fit, so they brought Suga in instead.
Maybe it could be his personality, his ego.
Or his rap style. It just didn't fit. Because there are some situations where music just doesn't align well.
Yeah, I
Because
guess.
there's a song, Run BTS, where did you see my bag? That song? Where, if I'm not mistaken, Designer, remember?
Yeah.
The Panda, that dude?
Yeah.
He's in that song. Tell me why his rap is so trash. Like,
stop, for real.
Trash. Like, I feel like they could have done that way better without him. You know what I'm saying? Because, but he's trash. But that's what I'm saying. Like, it just doesn't align, you know?
Yeah.
Kind of like the same way we felt with
Becky?
Yeah, with Becky G as well. So it just makes sense. But it's good to see this because it shows that even though there was a person that won, Suga still was probably putting in that work that got him to get into the position that he needed to be in at the end of the day. Yeah,
definitely. Something. It must have been something in him that they saw that it matched with the group.
Yeah, I wonder what it was. Like, that's something I wanted to know.
His rap.
Please let us know in the comments. Timestamp it for me, please. I need to know this information. Or if there's a video we should check out. You know, okay, I'm thinking too much.
Yeah,
I'm all over the place.
The videos of them
individually?
Yeah.
Yes.
I knew it. I know
you know me so well.
You look up and I know what you're thinking.
The group, the official lineup was RM, Suga, and J-Hope. But among the many trainees competing to be part of the group, either as rappers or singers, were Jin, who was streetcasted, and Jungkook, who wasn't selected for a TV singing competition, but was called by 7 music agencies. Jungkook decided to join the small agency Big Hit because of RM's talent. This new RM, Suga, J-Hope lineup was abbreviated as BTS, standing for Bangtan Sonyeondan, which is Bulletproof Boy Scouts in Korean.
So the name kind of stayed the same, but they added the Bangtan Sonyeondan instead of just Bangtan, which is Bulletproof, I guess.
Yeah.
Because the other one is boys. Yeah, interesting, huh?
Yeah, very much so.
Technically new group and officially released the original song Satori Rap, which became a characteristic style for BTS's future songs.
You know this beat.
After this song, Taeyeon, who we know today as V, joined Jin and Jungkook in the trainees lineup. RM and J-Hope, representing BTS, featured in Lee Seung-gi's ballad The Song That Will Make You Smile, which he officially released in 2020 in every streaming platform and credited RM and J-Hope as BTS. In 2012, only a year before BTS's official debut, a lot happens. Many trainees leave and a new trainee named Jimin joins. This makes the BTS lineup 8 members, but one of them eventually leaves, making the group a 7-member group. 3 rappers, 4 vocalists.
Who was that?
Do they regret it?
Oh my God, they regret it. But then again, you can't really say something like that because it's like maybe if he was in it, this would have never happened. Because you just don't know what it would have aligned to, you know?
True.
Because maybe, I don't know, like maybe they just weren't good working together and he would have been the reason why they wouldn't have gotten anywhere or not made it to the level they're in now because of the 7 that they have. You know, the 8 wouldn't have been it. It needed to be 7. It's just by faith that's what it needed to be. That's crazy.
I don't know.
I think he regrets it for sure.
Oh man, I don't know, but you made a good point. But yeah, I mean,
everything happens for a reason.
Yeah.
Everything.
Everything.
Around this time, Aaron composes more music than ever, and 2 events happened. Suga gets into a car accident, critically injuring his shoulder, and J-Hope leaves BTS. I'm mentioning these 2 events because they are reflected in...
So that's who left. Yeah.
So... BTS's discography. Suga's injury becomes the subject for some of his future songs. About J-Hope leaving the group, we don't exactly know why this happened, but he mentioned how hard it was for him to live far away from his family. In the end, Jungkook convinced J-Hope to stay, and RM convinced Big Hit to fight for J-Hope since he...
Thank you, Jungkook. Thank you.
Homesick.
Yes, but thank you to Jungkook because if he didn't make that phone call to convince J-Hope to come back, we would have never got all of these bangers that he has. He has a song with J. Cole, man.
Yes.
So come on, you know, like what?
It was a vital part of BTS. So as soon as J-Hope is back, he is a featured artist in the Jongwon song Animal, and he becomes the first BTS member to perform on a K-pop TV show. With the 7 members we know today, BTS releases 2 adaptations of hip-hop songs with unofficial videos, A Typical Chinese Christmas and Let's Introduce Bangtan Room. Only 6 months before their debut, BTS unofficially releases multiple songs to gain people's attention, including adaptations of songs by DJ Khaled, Kendrick Lamar, Marcus Houston, J. Cole, and the most popular BTS song, Graduation Song, which samples Snoop Dogg and Wiz Khalifa's Young, Wild and Free. BTS continues releasing unofficial songs and freestyles sampling tracks by Nicki Minaj, Common, Macklemore and Ryan Lewis, and T.I. BTS teased their official debut on May of 2013 with a debut trailer which was later called Intro Too Cool for School, and then officially made their debut with the album Too Cool for School on June 12 of 2013. This is how BTS albums tend to work in Chapter 1. They release 2 or 3 mini-albums and then a full studio album. These 2 or 3 albums that have the same theme.
So I'm guessing these are kind of like the EPs and then the full album.
Yeah.
Type thing. Maybe. I don't know if it works the same, but that's how I guess.
Well, she said mini albums.
Yeah, but yeah, I guess kind of like an EP.
Yeah.
And then a full studio album. These 2 or 3 albums that have the same theme are part of an era or a trilogy. The mini albums can either be a single.
You know what? These albums right
same
here.
theme are part of an era or a trilogy.
I need these as vinyls for an art piece. I need them, and I want to have them like kind of like from the top to the bottom, you know, but just like because I just like the art on these. To be honest, it's so fascinating to me. Like the flower, the heart, and then that, I don't know what it is, but it just looks cool. The middle one. What do you see there?
I think I see like a music sign and the word and.
I do see a music note.
Yeah, music note and the sign and.
Okay.
Trilogy. The mini albums can either be a single album or an EP, which have 2 to 5 songs. BTS's first album is a single album because it technically has only 3 songs. This is common in BTS's first albums. There is an intro, an interlude, an outro, and a skit. A skit is not a song. It's usually a conversation between the BTS members that reflects the story of the album. Since these albums tell the members' thoughts and experiences, the skits show BTS's story and milestones. Additionally, some albums have hidden songs, which you can only listen to on the physical CD. Each album has a title track, which is the main single they are promoting that comes with a music video, and a follow-up promoted track, which is the second single or song that may or may not have a music video, but that they will perform on TV shows. In K-pop terms, it's a promoted B-side, and in Western music terms, it's a follow-up.
So there's gonna be some tracks that we're not gonna be able to listen to, because I'm pretty sure that if we play it, the algorithm's gonna find it. They're gonna snipe our video.
Yeah.
So we gotta respect the fact that it's only on physical copies.
Right.
But we gotta find them so we can listen to them low key though, you know?
Yeah.
You know what we'll do? We'll do the video when we do it, and then for the hidden tracks, we'll listen to it on our own time, and then we'll talk about it.
We'll say what, yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah.
With that in mind, let's see the story of BTS's first album. Too Cool for School is the beginning of what is known today as the School Trilogy. All of the songs from this era are either hip-hop, R&B, or a fusion of both genres. The first song, We Are Bulletproof Part 2, is a continuation of We Are BPB with the all lineup. In this song, BTS reaffirms their story of how they became a group, how despite being young, they had strong music ambitions. This is what made them bulletproof. In a skit, Circle Room Talk, they introduced the theme of the album. After graduating, do they want an office job or follow?
Isn't that crazy? They're so gangster with it on this album, huh?
They are.
Yeah, like I see chains, you see rags, you know, on some thuggish stuff over here, man. Look at even freaking Jin. You know, Jin is over here singing about, you know, happiness and like,
but
you
that's
know,
beautiful to see.
Yeah.
The growth.
Yeah. Amazing.
He introduced the theme of the album. After graduating, do they want an office job
J-Hope
or
looks
follow
crazy.
their music dreams? This is a
wanna mess with
transition
him.
to No More Dream, the album's title track and promoted single.
You
Its
could get
main
it if you
theme
want.
was, of course, young people's
for it, man.
dreams or lack
could
of
pause it.
dreams and passion. Interlude is an instrumental transition from BTS's heavy rap side to their R&B side. The first R&B track is Like, a song about high school romance and social media. And Outro Circle Room Cypher is a fun skit in which BTS jokingly rap battles each other. The last two tracks
think
are
I heard
hidden
that one.
tracks, which means that they are only part of the physical CDs. Path, also known as Road, tells their feelings during the years when the group was coming together and wondering what will be the end of the road. These concerns are expanded in RM's spoken poem, a skit on the start line. All of these album's lyrics were composed by the rap line. After this, BTS explained their passion to perform in the unofficial song Born Singer, which samples J. Cole's Born Sinner, and it becomes one of BTS's most important songs in their careers.
Wow.
Wow, so this is a single. Born Singer, Born Sinners. Damn. Oh.
Fire.
The marriage that always seemed so far away is now before my eyes. It's here.
BTS's
Damn. I'm so excited to also get into the lyrics.
Yes.
Because I could have a big ass conversation about how something like that is so important to try to, elevate your life if you truly believe in something like that. You know what I'm saying? I love this shit, man.
Definitely.
second official project is the EP Oh Are You Late To, which starts with a hip-hop intro performed by RM. The title track and lead single is N.O., a protest on how the South Korean education system turns students into studying machines.
Say no!
Because BTS debuted as a hip-hop idol group, RM and Suga received backlash from the underground rap scene they were once part of. Their first response to the criticism was the hip-hop track We On, in which they affirmed that they will not pay attention to the hate.
Let's go.
An example of
I'm
their
excited to hear
determination
that.
is clear in Skit Are You Happy Now, an audio recorded at 6 a.m. of the members discussing their music path. This is a transition to the hip-hop song If I Rule the World. The R&B track of the album is Coffee.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
That's something to keep in mind.
Yes.
Because that title right there is powerful.
Yes.
Some Nas shit right there.
Yes.
Coffee, that's also powerful.
Love song told through coffee metaphors. The next song is BTS Cypher Part 1, the first of 4 cyphers performed by the rap line. In this first one, the rappers introduce themselves as the new kids who want to show their talents to the world. Attack on Bangtan, also translated as The Rise of Bangtan, has a similar message, but it has a funkier sound. The funny thing about this song is that it jokingly predicts their future success. The BTS members announce their arrival to the music industry and wonder what will happen if BTS rises.
하지만 방탄소년단이 진격한다면 어떨까?
The next track is the Bangtan's pre-debut song Satori Rap, now being officially released by the 7 BTS members under the name Baldogang-sang. The last track is Outro Love in School, the first song ever performed exclusively by the vocal line, which introduces the theme of the third part of the school trilogy. But before continuing the school trilogy, BTS released 8 unofficial songs in SoundCloud and YouTube. Beautiful is one of their most popular adaptations, and it samples Mariah Carey and Miguel's Beautiful. BTS also
we're gonna see them on that high school lovey-dovey sound.
I'm excited.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
released 2 Christmas songs, Perfect Christmas performed
Yes, we are doing
Yes, we are. If you know, you know.
by Jungkook, RM, and other big hit artists at the time, and A Typical Idol's Christmas, an adaptation by the other 5 members not part of the first Christmas song. The last official
That's
part
cool.
of the school
That's
trilogy
cool that they added them. They weren't in the part of the first official one, so they made another one to have them in like another song, a Christmas song.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
was the 2014 EP A School Love Affair, introduced by the rap line. The album's main theme is young romance, and it has the hip-hop rock song Boy in Love as its title track. In Skid Soulmate, the BTS members ask each other what the album's theme should be, and it introduces the next two R&B pop tracks. Where You From, in which the boy in love meets and starts talking to someone they like, and Just One Day, in which they profess their love. The last 5 songs basically summarize the whole school trilogy themes: dreams, identity, protest, determination, and love. Representing dreams is Tomorrow, a song about following your dreams despite opposition from others. This track is an R&B hip-hop mix that works as a transition to the heavier hip-hop tracks. Representing identity is BTS Cypher Part 2 Triptych, in which the rap line were the insults from other rappers with pride, showing that they have the abilities and bravery of underground rappers but the success of idol stars. Representing protest is Spinebreaker, a song about the way past generations made today's society obsessed with material possessions. Representing determination is Jump, which showcases their perseverance in a positive, happy light. And representing love is Outro Propose, the vocal line's R&B track about falling in love. After the release of these 3 albums, part of the school trilogy, the BTS members released some unofficial songs, including 95 Graduation, also known as Graduation Part 2, performed by Jin and MV, who were born in 1995.
Wow,
that's cool.
Okay. Wow. So they made a lot of unofficial songs just as gifts to the army.
Yeah, kind of like a way of like, hey, this is who I am, and I just made this little song to tell you who I am.
Yeah, kind of like when we got that Jin song.
Yeah.
You know?
After BTS released a special edition of School Love Affair with the original 10 tracks and 2 new R&B tracks. Miss Right, which served as the title track, and Like Slow Jam Remix, which is a jazzier version of their previous release song, Like. Additionally, they released the instrumentals for 6 of the album's songs. Then Namjoon unofficially releases Unpack Your Bags on SoundCloud, a hip-hop track produced by DJ Soulscape. Since Japan is the second biggest music market in the world, it's common for Korean artists to release Japanese versions of their songs. So BTS released 2 Japanese EPs that come with 2 music videos. These albums are the Japanese counterpart of the school trilogy. The first EP is No More Dream, and it has the Japanese versions of No More Dream, Attack on Bangtan, and Like. Part of their Korean discography, BTS released So For More on SoundCloud, an adaptation of Pro Eras Like Water. BTS will later release another original song titled So For More. So to differentiate them, just remember that this 2014 track is an unofficial SoundCloud song. BTS then releases their second Japanese music video, Boy.
That's crazy.
That's crazy. They're literally trilinguals, if you think about it. And they make music for different markets. Obviously, the U.S. market is probably the most desired one just because, you know, L.A., stars and stuff like that. And they made it out here, but it's pretty interesting that, you know, they make different versions.
Yeah.
Like
that.
In Love, part of the Boy in Love EP with the Japanese versions of Just One Day and N.O. This is the end of the school trilogy.
Wow.
We then entered...
That was the end of the school trilogy, and there's so much to cover.
Yes.
Oh my god, there's a lot to cover already.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Yeah, me too. I'm excited.
The Dark and Wild era, which has their most ambitious project at the time. Their first studio album, Dark and Wild. This era is still mainly hip-hop, but it has a rockier sound and more rebellious lyrics composed by the rap line. To promote this project, they released an album preview on SoundCloud, which remixes all of the album's songs. The intro What Am I to You, performed by RM, describes the relationship where the other person only cares about themselves. This theme is continued in the title track and lead single Danger. I call this era transition into adulthood because it expresses all those disobedient, angry thoughts and feelings young people have before entering adulthood. As BTS puts it in the follow-up single War of Hormones, it's the internal fight of one's own hormones and the negative effects they have on young people. The first classic hip-hop song of the album is Hip Hop File, also known as Hip Hop Lover, in which they thank 13 hip-hop artists for being the inspiration for their music. Going back to the album's theme, BTS talks about a relationship's inevitable end in Let Me Know. These feelings intensify in a rainy day described in the jazz-centric Rain. BTS Cypher Part 3 Killer is probably the most popular cypher out of the four. Like the type.
And you know I love ciphers.
Yes. We should check it out. Can we?
No, not right now, but we
No,
will.
no.
Oh yeah. No, yeah.
Impossible.
Yeah,
Okay.
it is.
Okay.
Title shows this cipher is more aggressive and shows more determination and confidence than ever. The next track is an instrumental interlude with Jungkook's voice that serves as a transition to the pop, R&B, and alternative hip-hop songs. Could You Turn Off Your Cell Phone is pretty self-explanatory. It tells the consequences of the social media and technology obsession. Embarrassed or Blanket Fit, 24/7 Heaven, and Look Here are all pop R&B, and they are about falling in love and deciding to pursue that love. Second Grade expresses their feelings of being in the second year of their music careers. An alternative song title is So For More, a wordplay for sophomore, which is also the title for one of their unofficial SoundCloud songs I talked about before. The outro Do You Think It Makes Sense is performed by the vocal line, which closes the album's love story in a sudden heartbreak. As always, they released a Japanese
A sudden heartbreak?
Yeah, because now we're starting to transition into, you know,
a
different
era,
era, and it's pretty crazy, huh?
Yeah.
EP with Danger as the title track, an EDM remix of Attack on Bangtan, and the Japanese version of Miss Right. They also promoted an alternative hip-hop version of Danger titled Danger Mo Blue Mix, which features the Vietnamese-Australian singer Tan, who adds verses in English. Their next big project is Wake Up, BTS's first Japanese studio album. The intro is a hip-hop track that sets the tone for the album, and the first original Japanese song, The Stars, is, in my opinion, the Japanese version of Path, not because they sound similar, but because they have the same hopeful view on ambitions and dreams. Next, they compiled new and old Japanese versions of their songs and released Like Part 2, which is their second original Japanese song. This is, of course, a continuation.
Whoa. Well, hold on. And what album are we here? This is after the young adult, right?
Yeah. We're already in a different era.
Okay, yeah.
We're done with the school era.
Yeah, okay.
Mm-hmm. We're into, I think, the love area. I think.
Yeah.
Of Like,
or
about
loving
romance and
yourself,
social media. The last two tracks, Wake Up and Outro, are R&B tracks that reaffirm the album's theme of taking action toward following one's dream. Before releasing the last promoted project of the Dark and Wild era, Jimin and Jungkook released Christmas Day on SoundCloud, and RM collaborated with the American rapper Warren G for the alternative.
It was a clear one. Oh my God, are you kidding me? Warren G was on the streets.
Can we react to that too?
Yeah, it's on SoundCloud.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, it's on YouTube. It says.
On YouTube.
Oh yeah, we're reacting to that. That's OG right there.
I love Warren G.
Yeah.
Okay.
Isn't that kind of crazy? You know, okay, just let's rewind it here. Warren G, you like, and you have a bias of RM. And you know what's funny? Okay, let me throw my 2 cents in here. I have a bias too of J-Hope, and I got it with J. Cole. I'm just saying. But it's OT7. But I'm just saying. You know what I'm saying?
That's a good one.
It's crazy.
You see?
It's crazy.
Hip-hop song
playing my
on
necklace.
the Dark and Wild promotions, BTS released a Taiwanese special edition of the
What?
That is crazy.
4 languages now. We're on 4 languages here.
Korean studio album with an exclusive Chinese version of Boy in Love.
What?
In 2015, RM, who at the time performed under the name Rap Monster, released his first solo mixtape on SoundCloud titled RM. The 11 tracks have aggressive, fast-paced raps with different samples and adaptations of American hip-hop songs. The 3 promoted songs with music videos are the title track and the first single, Awakening, the second single, Do You, and the third single, Joke.
Oh, we heard Joke.
This mixtape tells his response to all the criticism he received for joining an idol group. RM points out that it's not wrong or disingenuous to make meaningful music designed for people to actually listen to. In the middle of the promotion of his mixtape, RM also participated in the song and music video of Buku Buku with other rappers. BTS's next era is the Youth Trilogy from 2015, in which they began telling a fictional storyline fans can put together by reading their album notes, HYYH books, the Save Me webtoon, and music videos part of the Bangtan universe, or BU. This trilogy also shows a new vulnerable side from the BTS members. The first part is the EP The Most Beautiful Moment in Life Part 1, also known as Hwa Yang Yong Hwa Part 1, shortened HYYH Part 1. It starts with an intro performed by Suga and visualized in the comeback trailer. The album's title track is I Need You, their first promoted pop lead single, which helped them gain their first music show win. The intro, I Need You, Hold Me Tight, and Skid Expectation explore the dichotomy between angst and optimism,
just the
love
titles,
and hate, and anxiety and fearlessness experienced at the end of being a teenager and the beginning of adulthood. The follow-up single, Dope, is BTS's first dance EDM song, and it represents an adrenaline rush of the celebration of youth. Many attribute this music video at attracting the first significant wave of international fans. Boys with Fun is a catchy dance pop song that makes something clear. This fun version of them is still them. They are still tackling social issues. They are still impacting listeners with their music, but they are having fun while doing so. This is the first official song in which the vocal line joins the rap line in the composition process. Converse High is the album's love song, and it uses references to shoe brands. Because Converse is a copyrighted brand, the song's name is Lover's High for Korean TV shows. The R&B tracks are Moving On by all the members and outro Love Is Not Over by the vocal line. These tracks talk about the feeling of nostalgia after the end of an era, the end of living in the place where they first met, lived together and practiced together. The first album is the shock of moving on, the shock of entering adulthood. These new sounds are the consequence of opening up, of being more vulnerable. This doesn't mean that they stop being them. RM continues collaborating with his rapper friends in hard-hitting hip-hop songs, but BTS are different to how they started. This is why they re-record We Are BPB as We Are Bulletproof Part 1 with the 7 BTS members we know today.
Yeah, that beat is definitely like that Missy Elliott sample.
Yeah.
For the Japanese youth era, they first released an original Japanese pop ballad titled For You, and Japanese versions of War of Hormone and Let Me Know. This year, BTS starts participating in OST projects, which are original soundtracks for series or movies. The first member to release an OST is RM for Marvel's Fantastic Four movie. RM also features in the alternative hip-hop ballad You, and Jungkook features in the ballad One Dream, One Korea. Then BTS releases their second EP, part of the Youth Trilogy, The Most Beautiful Moment in Life, Part 2. If Part 1 is about the shock of entering adulthood, Part 2 is about the reaction, the scary, lonely, frustrated reaction. The rap line introduces the theme of fighting against life's obstacles in Intro Nevermind. The obstacles are explained in the pop rock title track Run, which shows helplessness and longing for a connection that doesn't exist. The next two songs use animal metaphors and R&B instrumentals to express fear. Butterfly is about the fear of losing someone, and William 52 uses the lonely wail to express the fear of being alone. As the BTS members reflect about their lives, they start reflecting about societies. They sing about their identities with their hometowns in Ma City, and the inequality and unjust privileges of inherited wealth in Silver Spoon. With these songs, they start a new trend in their music, strong social commentary in happy, fun songs. These are pop songs or funky hip-hop songs. Skit One Night in Strange City is a conversation about...
So little by little, we're starting to see different transitions that they're starting to put into their music to kind of start throwing different styles and different genres of music into their discography.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Because they're growing.
Yeah.
Recent success. The vulnerable shift they had in The Most Beautiful Moment in Life Part 1 made...
I used to think that I wasn't fine enough.
I used to think that I was...
Wow. You think he sang that? Well, not that one exactly, but the beat.
I want to hear it.
Yeah, right? Oh, we will get to it.
Success.
We're gonna
The
get
vulnerable shift they had in The Most Beautiful Moment in Life Part 1 made them tour in faraway cities like the capital of Chile, the strange city where they recorded this.
Huh?
In the capital of Chile. That's where they recorded this, she said.
Oh.
Go back a bit.
Other recent success. The vulnerable shift they had in The Most Beautiful Moment in Life Part 1 made them tour in faraway cities like the capital of Chile, the strange city where they recorded this skit. Autumn Leaves, also known as Dead Leaves, is about a person's effort to stay the way they are when they are demanded to mature. In a way, it's about clinging to childhood and youth. This conflicting relationship one has with oneself and others is unstable and addictive, and is predicted to collapse in House of Cards. The second Japanese youth album is I Need You, with Japanese versions of I Need You, Dope, and Boys with Fun. On the side, J-Hope releases his first solo composition, One Verse, on SoundCloud, and BTS makes their first 3 songs for commercials, an original RM composition for a coffee brand, a remake of Run for the shoe brand Puma, and a collaboration with the rapper Jesse for SK Telecom. The third
Wow.
Data, for sure.
Interesting. I never knew that. So they made something for Puma.
Coffee.
And coffee. What coffee? I want to try the coffee. Yeah.
I knew it.
I am a coffee fiend. I need to know the coffee. Please let me know.
Run for the shoe brand Puma, and a collaboration with the rapper Jesse for SK Telecom. The third Japanese EP has Japanese versions of Run, Butterfly, and a new pop song titled Good Day about their strong, lifelong friendship. The third part of the Korean Youth Trilogy is their first compilation album, The Most Beautiful Moment in Life, Young Forever. This album has 2 CDs. The first CD has songs from Part 1 and Part 2, an alternative ballad version of Butterfly with only the vocal line, and 2 EDM singles which show 2 responses to the same struggle. Fire, a fun and catchy song showing a new level of BTS's choreography about carelessly living a travel life.
That's a fire song.
And Save Me, a tropical house electro-pop song about escaping that travel life celebrated in fire.
Oh, there's a fire song too.
If Born Singer is BTS's first sentimental anthem, Epilogue Young Forever is the second one. This ballad is the trilogy's conclusion, a positive view about the struggles, fears, and dreams of...
Oh my god. You know how many good conversations we're gonna have with these projects? Because if they're ending trilogies with a very, very like deep song like this, it's gonna get like at least an hour of conversation out of us.
Oh my god, Young Forever in itself.
That's important. That's important. See, I was about to start talking about it, but we'll wait. Because I could talk.
The second CD compiles more songs from Part 1 and Part 2 and has the full-length edition of the Part 2's outro, House of Cards.
I wonder what that's about, low-key, because they do seem to like refilter those songs and put them, but sometimes they mix it so that it has a different beat.
Yeah.
You know, different things. So, but they add it to the next project.
Yeah.
So I wonder what that's about. I would really like to know. Please let me know.
Please.
And part 1's outro, Love Is Not Over, now with the 7 members instead of only the vocal line. There's also an urban remix and an electro-pop remix of I Need You, a ballad version and a dance rock version of Run, and an R&B version of Butterfly.
So you see, so there's different versions.
Alternative mix. It's because that's what I'm saying. It's different.
Yeah, no, yeah, and honestly, trust me, I have heard the alternative versions to either Jungkook, J-Hope. I've heard, you know, we've heard these different types. But I understand what they do low key because they're literally hitting different markets. You know, whether it's the rave scene, you know, that music is going to be played there.
And that's great. I think that's smart.
It is smart.
Yeah.
I'm not downplaying it at all. I think that is very smart because if you're able to, let's say, get the most popular songs from your previous projects and add them to the new one with a different twist or a different beat, like, it's just going to live on because then it's going to want to make us go back to the original version and listen to that. And then you get plays from the previous.
Yeah, or just pleasing every audience because
every music different. Yeah, every music taste, I guess you could say.
Some EDM, you know, alternative rock and so on and so forth.
Yeah.
Rap, you know. So I think it's pretty dope that they do that.
Yeah.
They cater to every single one of us.
Yeah, it's amazing. I love it.
So there's a song for every listener. Before starting their next era, BTS continues making music for commercials. This time they...
For you.
Before starting their next era, BTS continues making music for commercials. This time, they release, promote, and perform a choreographed dance of a family song with the group G-Friend for a school uniform commercial. For Festa, RM and Jungkook released the pop song I Know, and BTS releases an acoustic version of Young Forever on SoundCloud. In August of 2016, Suga releases his first solo mixtape, August D, on SoundCloud, under the name August D.
Ooh, this is the jam right here.
The entire album is of course hip-hop with a hardcore rap style with underground influences, and it has August D as the first single and Give It To Me as the second single. Both of these songs are his response to the South Korean underground hip-hop scene accusing him of selling out for debuting in BTS. The intro is called DT Suga, showing that his new name stands for DT, which is his hometown Daegu town, and Suga, his name in BTS, all backwards.
So you get it, right?
Yeah. Sugar,
so yeah, DT Suga.
Yeah, yep. Amazing.
Oh man, I can't wait to get into these diss songs. We have heard August D and Give It To Me.
I love it.
So I'm excited to see the rest because it's about to be crazy. And he's the most gangster one, so we're going to relate a lot. You know what I'm saying?
C is Suga's alter ego. This is what he explains to his brother in the recorded conversation part of Skit. 724148 is about his success and beginnings. 140503 at dawn has vulnerable lyrics over a minimal beat. The last has a stronger beat with lyrics about depression and self-hatred. Tony Montana is about ambition and envy. An interlude dream reality works as an instrumental transition for So Far Away, a song about dreams. To end the Youth trilogy, BTS releases the Japanese studio album Youth, which starts with the alternative hip-hop track Introduction Youth and compiles old and new Japanese versions of the Youth trilogy. The new original Japanese song is
Okay, I just realized that I understand because they were EPs. So I'm over here not thinking right. So obviously these are coming from the EPs. So because they were successful, they're gonna transfer them into the actual album that's gonna be out for sale type thing.
Yeah.
Now it makes sense. I don't know why I didn't think of that. My bad.
On a Star, a happy hip hop.
I feel like a rookie right now, and for that, womp womp womp.
Good.
You know?
Song about the future and hope.
Alright, here we go. go.
Only weeks after the end of the youth era, BTS starts the iconic Wings era. These songs will become the first projects recognized by major American award shows, giving BTS their first American award show attendance, their first American red carpet, and their first American award. So what exactly was this era about? The main project is the studio album Wings, BTS's first concept album.
If I'm not mistaken, this is where Black Swan is.
About temptation and growth. To promote this unique concept album based in the coming-of-age novel Damien, BTS released 7 solo short films part of the Bangtan universe that represent the 7 solo songs that will be part of the album. This is the first time each of the 7 members had a solo song on a BTS album.
Wow.
The album's comeback trailer and intro track also follow the pattern from the previous full albums. RM did the intro for Dark and Wild, Suga did the intro for The Most Beautiful Moment in Life, so this time J-Hope did the intro for Wings with...
Oh, they're so strategic. They're so strategic. Everyone's taking a turn. Oh,
Intro Boy Meets
that's
Evil,
fire.
a dark hip-hop song which explains the story of the album, a young man encountering evil as he grows up. Once this man discovers greed, ambition, and lust, he explains this intoxication in the main single, Blood, Sweat, and Tears.
I love this song.
The solo songs show a unique genre for each member, and of course, each member participated in the composition process of their songs. The solos start with Jungkook's Begin, a dance pop song in which he thanks the BTS members for bringing him out of his shell. In this song, he also opens up about his weaknesses. Jimin's solo is Lie, an orchestral pop song in which he shows the inner fight between his inner self and the persona the world knows. B's solo is Stigma, a neo-soul song about struggling with identity. Suga's solo song is an alternative hip-hop song about his first love, the piano he learned to play during his childhood. RM's solo is a reflection on self-love and acceptance. This is a hint of BTS's next trilogy. J-Hope's solo is Mama, a pop song influenced by gospel music in which he explores singing as well as his usual rapping. In this song, J-Hope thanks his mother for supporting him as he followed his dreams. This song connects with the album's concept by relating it to Damien's mother, Eva. Jin's solo is Awake, a ballad about the obstacles towards reaching one's dreams and inspirations. The next 2 songs are subunit songs. Lost is an electro-pop song performed by the vocal line, which basically combines the themes of all the solo songs. Lost is about feeling stuck, lost, or confused in life. BTS Cypher 4 is the rap line's last cipher, which works as both a response to negative comments and a proclamation of self-love and confidence. This is the beginning of the hip-hop songs. Like I mentioned before, Am I Wrong is the song with a strong social commentary disguised in a happy, colorful beat. It's a hip-hop song, but it has elements from country music, and it has direct criticism against South Korean politicians. 21st Century Girls is also...
Okay, so we're exploring country music, elements of country music, and going against politics in Korea, which is crazy, because I mean, I hear it's very rough over there. Yeah. Wow, okay. And I may be wrong, but I don't think I've ever seen this type of lineup.
Yeah.
Because I never seen an album where it's of multiple of people that are in a group to have their own individual songs in these.
Yeah, definitely.
And how amazing is it that BTS knows what's up, and J-Hope was pretty much able to do 2 solo songs in this one, because it was his turn to do the intro, but you're still gonna get, within the album, you're still gonna get your song.
Yeah.
Like, that's so unselfish, because they could have been like, if it's anyone else, it's like, no, you already did it, like, you're not gonna outshine everyone with 2 songs.
Right.
You know?
Right.
That's
amazing.
crazy.
I love the way they're doing this.
Yeah, I was gonna say something else, but I forgot. Let me go back. Maybe I remember.
And a proclamation of self-love.
Oh, what I was going to say is, what I'm enjoying about these is that no matter what, yes, BTS is nice. BTS preaches positivity. That's what they push. However, if you fuck around, you're going to find out. You know what I'm saying?
I believe so, yeah.
Because it seems like they'll have a diss track for anyone talking shit. Anyone, you know what I'm saying?
Okay, yeah.
And I love that.
Yeah.
Because that's how we as humans are. It's like, yeah, we could be nice, which is how we are. We're very nice,
But
positive
don't cross
people.
me.
don't cross me because I will ruin you. That's good.
Yeah, there's a boundary.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
And confidence. This is the beginning of the hip-hop songs. Like I mentioned before, Am I Wrong is the song with a strong social commentary disguised in a happy, colorful beat. It's a hip-hop song, but it has elements from country music.
That's so
and
cool.
it
I
has
can't wait to
direct
hear that.
criticism against South Korean politicians. 21st Century Girls is also a happy song about the double standards women face in society.
Oh, looking out for women. Potentially when BBLs came into the world. Or something.
3 is also about society and life, but it has a more positive view. A celebration of this positive conclusion is the dance pop song Interlude Wings. But the Wings era doesn't end here. Before releasing the next Wings project, BTS makes a song for SK Telecom commercial. Suga and J-Hope start performing a Japanese trot duet titled Otsukare, which will later be performed by the 7 members.
I love that.
Performed by the 7 members. Jin released.
Isn't that crazy? You wouldn't think Suga for him to be this happy and like, you know, because he looks so raw and so G with it.
Yeah.
But he's like, da, 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 da. You know what I'm saying? Huh? Yeah, exactly. I was kidding. I know. I said exactly. It's true though. It is true. Because I look mean. But really, I'm a nice person, man. You know, I like, yeah. Yeah. That is so
Jin
cool.
releases a Christmas version of his solo song Awake. V and Jin release It's Definitely You for the Korean drama Hwarang, where V is an actor.
That's a good song.
And RM releases an unofficial solo song titled Always on SoundCloud. The second project part of Wings is You Never Walk Alone, released in 2017, a repackage of the album
this is
Wings
a good
that come
album.
with 4 new tracks.
I heard a lot of good things about
The title track is Spring Day, a power ballad about loss and grief. The music video alludes to the tragedy of South Korea's Sewol Ferry. This song is so beloved in South Korea that it has been charting non-stop in Korean charts since its release.
Wow.
The album's follow-up single is Not Today, a powerful song about courage and breaking the glass ceiling. Outro Wings is an extended version of Interlude Wings, and a supplementary story, You Never Walk Alone, is an electro-pop song about staying together through hardships.
Yes.
This is the end of the Korean Wings era. In 2017, RM collaborates in 3 songs about social change. The hip-hop songs Change,
Wale? How come you guys never told me this? Hold on. Efam, I'm upset.
Crazy.
Hold on. Efam. I asked you guys. I asked you these questions, man.
Oh my god.
I swear. I was nice. I said, hey guys. Help me.
Go play, baby.
Oh, Wale. Who else? Let's
RM
see.
featuring the American rapper Wale, Gaja by the South Korean rapper Gecko featuring RM, and the pop rock song Champion
Fall Out Boy? You're lying.
by the Korean rock band Fall Out Boy.
Oh, Korean rock band. Okay, I thought it was the US one. I was like, what? Because in the US we have one too.
Featuring RM. The official end of the Wings era is the single album Blood, Sweat and Tears, with Japanese versions of Blood, Sweat and Tears, Not Today, and Spring Day. For the 2017 Festa, RM and V composed and released the acoustic ballad 4 O'Clock, and Jin and Jungkook joined Suga in a new version of his solo song So Far Away, part of his August D discography. BTS also participated in the So Taeji 25th anniversary remake project by releasing an adaptation of Come Back Home. This remake has a new music video, new rap lyrics, and a new pre-chorus. Then BTS starts the Love Yourself trilogy. These 3 albums will be their first historic trilogy, which will make them get recognized as the first group since the Beatles for getting 3 #1 albums in less than a year. This trilogy represents their journey towards self-discovery and acceptance. The first part is Love Yourself Her, about the joy and happiness of falling in love. This theme is introduced in the album's comeback trailer, Intro Serendipity by Jimin, an alternative R&B song. The title track DNA continues expressing the dreamy version of falling in love. This song was BTS's official American TV debut, performed at the 2017 American Music Awards. DNA was also BTS's first song ever to enter the biggest music chart in the world, the Billboard Hot 100 at number 85. Best of Me, an EDM song produced by the Chainsmokers, and Dimple, an R&B song by the Vocalize.
So many people love your dimples that they said that you need to listen to the song Dimple, that you're gonna love that song.
Okay.
So I'm excited for us to check this
You have
out.
dimples too.
But yours are better apparently. That's what they said. That's what they said.
That's hilarious. Oh, babe. I think you're great, babe. I love your dimples.
I'm gonna try to do it.
Are also about falling in love, but Pied Piper shows some of the dangers of an excessive love. The rap line wrote this song with the relationship between BTS and their fans in mind. A skit Billboard Music Awards speech is an audio of RM's speech while receiving their first American award. This divides the album's love songs with the songs with stronger social commentary. Mic Drop is the album's follow-up single, which expands their message to the haters they used to give in the cyphers. This is the original version created by BTS and it doesn't have a music video. They also have another follow-up song titled Go Go, which is the ironic happy song with bib lyrics from this album. Go Go is a pop colorful song with a sarcastic message about this generation's.
Is that Abby?
No. From Demon Hunters?
Because it has an outfit.
Yeah. But they did say that the inspiration was from them, so.
That is so cool. I mean, their outfits are fire, so yes.
Go is a pop colorful song with a sarcastic message about this generation's careless spending as a result from the mistakes from past generations. The album's outro is Her, an alternative hip-hop song by the rap line which reflects the discoveries of looking for someone to fall in love with. But instead of finding love, they discovered a new version of themselves. This is the end of the digital version of the album, but the physical CDs have 2 extra tracks. Skit Hesitation Fear, a conversation they had right after winning their first Billboard Music Award, and C, an alternative hip-hop song which uses the sea as a metaphor for their road to success full of hardships and disadvantages. As a single, BTS re-releases a remix.
Okay, this is the one that I was telling you. Designer is so trash.
Really?
Has always been trash. But I think it's because his song Panda was so big and, you know, once in a lifetime thing that... Because I remember there's this clip where he went to... I'm not sure what part of Asia he went to, but he went out there and he was like they asked him a question and he was just answering the question, but the girl thought he was rapping because you know how he talks like that and then she's over there like, you know what I'm saying? Bro, he's so trash. But the song is good though. The song is good. But yeah, because in the song he's like he uses a lot of random things like to cover from trying to rap. So he'll be like, oh, like, you know, type thing, and it just doesn't make sense, you know. Yeah. But it's a good song. Steve Aoki's in there. I didn't even know that.
Version of Mic Drop, produced by the American DJ Steve Aoki and featuring the American rapper Designer. Some of BTS's lyrics were re-recorded in English, and this was the version promoted to American radio stations. This version charted on the Hot 100 at number 28. For Japan, they released Japanese versions of Mic Drop, DNA, and a new Japanese pop ballad titled Crystal Snow.
They don't forget about other regions.
They don't, and that's why they're amazing.
Yeah, and just think about it, how powerful your music has to be that people that don't speak English, aka us and anybody else. I mean, sorry, Korean, aka us. Just got out of work, man.
People that don't speak English.
Come on, what are you doing right now?
Sorry.
All right, we're cutting this video. Just kidding. No, just kidding. No, but you get what I'm saying?
Yes,
for
baby.
for us to not understand Korean
and still love it
and still
be intrigued by it.
But not just us, like everyone across the world, because we have
Right.
people in this channel alone that are all over the place.
Oh, yes.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, that's powerful. But yes, we speak English.
Which follows the romance theme of Love Yourself, Her, and tells the story of a relationship affected by time moving too fast. BTS then releases two commercials, Coconut Chicken Song for the BBQ brand and With Soul for the Visit Soul campaign. About their solo projects, J-Hope releases his first solo mix.
This right here is an important album for me. This right here.
Yes.
Tape Hope World, in which he explores his identity as regular guy Jung Ho-seok and worldwide star J-Hope, who represents hope. The entire album is alternative hip-hop with poppy, bubbly elements and visuals that paint the hopeful world J-Hope talks about. Hope World serves as an introduction to the album's theme. In Piece of Peace, J-Hope explains how he identifies himself with his name. The title track is Daydream, which describes J-Hope's world as a fictional scenario, part of a dream.
That's the dance he does.
In Baseline, J-Hope explains his street dancing beginnings, and Hansang is his gratitude to the BTS members. Airplane is the mixtape's second single, in which J-Hope talks about his constant airplane flights and uses it as a symbol for his success.
That shit's fire. Yes.
The outro is Blue Side Outro, which is different from Blue Side that he will release 3 years after this one. Blue Side Outro shows the scenery J-Hope painted in Hope World. This story will be continued in J-Hope's second solo project. Going back to the Love Yourself trilogy, BTS releases the Japanese studio album Face Yourself. Intro Ring Wanderung is an electro house instrumental which introduces the Japanese versions of Best of Me, Blood, Sweat and Tears, DNA, Not Today, and Mic Drop. The album's original Japanese song is Don't Leave Me, a genre-bending pop anthem about a complicated relationship, which also serves as a transition from Love Yourself Her's theme of looking for love and Love Yourself Tears' heartbreaking theme. This song also serves as the OST for the Japanese series Signal. This album also compiles the Japanese versions of Go Go, Crystal Snow, and Spring Day. The last two tracks are Let Go, a pop ballad with a similar message to Don't Leave Me, and Outro Crack, a continuation to Let Go and the end of the album. Before releasing the second part of the Love Yourself Korean trilogy, they released You're So Beautiful for a lauded duty-free commercial. The second album of the trilogy is the critically acclaimed, universally loved, iconic studio album Love Yourself Tear, which explains the pains and sorrows of heartbreak and separation. This theme is introduced in the album's comeback trailer, Intro Singularity by V, a neo-soul song about a story of love and loss. This story is described in the title track Fake Love, which became BTS's first top 10 Hot 100 song. The Truth Untold is a sentimental ballad by the vocal line and produced by Steve Aoki about the protagonist's heartfelt attempt to conquer fear and self-loathing. The next 4 songs are lo-fi, jazzy songs over a hip-hop beat that uses metaphors to explain the painful theme of the trilogy. 134340 uses Pluto losing its planet status as a metaphor for alienation. Paradise uses a marathon in contrast with a sprint as a metaphor for conserving your energy. Love Maze uses a maze as a metaphor for a complicated love. And Magic Shop describes a fictional beautiful place as a metaphor for the exchange of emotions between BTS and their fans' army. The follow-up song is Airplane Part 2, their first song with Latin pop influences, which works as a continuation of J-Hope's solo song Airplane, part of his Hope World mixtape. The second follow-up song, Ant-Man, is a happy poppy song of the album, but it doesn't have their typical ironic message. Instead, it uses the Japanese cartoon character Ant-Man to say that they will try their best to protect others, although they are not superheroes. So What is the EDM track of the album, and it has a comforting message about hardships. The outro is the rap line hip-hop song Tear, which ends the album's theme in a darker reflection on love not being only about happy and lighthearted moments, like it used to be in Her, the first part of the trilogy. Before releasing the last part and conclusion of the Love Yourself trilogy, BTS celebrated Festa by releasing a Spring Day Brit Rock remix, which they performed at a music festival, and Then, the most beloved unofficial song by the rap line. Then has the typical themes you will find in BTS ciphers, but the lyrics are way more advanced and the beats have a traditional Korean sound. The last part of the Love Yourself Korean trilogy is Love Yourself Answer, a compilation album with 2 CDs. The first CD is introduced by Jungkook's solo song Euphoria, which talks about happiness, new beginnings, and discoveries about oneself. These themes are also present in J-Hope's solo song Trivia Just Dance. This compilation album's new songs include a new full version of Serendipity by Jimin, a new hip-hop track with jazzy sounds about love and humanity titled Trivia Love by RM, a funky pop song by Suga titled Trivia Seesaw, in which he uses a seesaw as a metaphor for the inevitable ups and downs of life, Epiphany, a solo song by Jin that serves as the album's comeback trailer and tells the conclusion of the trilogy, a literal epiphany about accepting oneself in order to truly experience love. I'm Fine is the follow-up.
Oh my god, there's a lot of self-love messages in these.
And that's important. I love that. I love that they implement that in all their messages and their music. And then again, it's who they are, so it's very relatable.
Yeah, because as we saw, even in the times where they're going through trying to, let's say, look for someone that completes them, it's like they stop and kind of find something within themselves that they
help grow and elevate within themselves and grow as a group.
Yeah.
As well.
Wow. This is amazing.
Song which samples and works as a response to Save Me, part of the most beautiful moment in life, Young Forever. The title track is Idol, a song with classical Korean instruments layered with African beats, which represents the ultimate celebration of self-acceptance and identity. The last song, Answer Love Myself, resolves the struggles expressed in the previous songs from Love Yourself tier. The second CD compiles more songs from the trilogy and has rock versions of DNA and Fake Love. Stevie Aoki's remix of Mic Drop without Designer that was part of the Mic Drop music video, and a new version of Idol which also has a music video. This collaboration with Nicki Minaj charted at number 11 on the Hot 100.
We haven't checked that one out yet.
Suga released a remix of Seesaw and I Need You on SoundCloud, and RM releases his second solo mixtape, Mono. This project is completely different to his first solo mixtape that had aggressive, fast-paced hip-hop songs. Mono, on the other hand, has alternative R&B songs with relaxed instrumentals and introspective lyrics represented in the minimalistic animated music videos. In Tokyo and Seoul, RM explains his insecurities and feelings of loneliness. Moonchild has a comforting message to feeling like an outcast. Bad Bye is sorrowful. All Good is pensive. Everything Goes is uplifting and hopeful. And the title track Forever Rain talks about depression and the fear of change. BTS's third collaboration with Stevie Aoki is Wasted on Me, a future-based dance-pop love song produced by Stevie Aoki and interpreted by RM, Jimin, and Jungkook. To promote this song, Stevie Aoki releases remixes by the DJs and producers Slushy, Cheat Codes, and W&W. But it was the original version which charted at number 89 on the Billboard.
You know what I was finding kind of interesting? I'm like, why does it look so familiar? This is the girl from Fast and the Furious.
Yes.
I forgot her name. She looks familiar too, but I can't recall. But they're all actors, obviously.
Stevie Aoki.
Yeah.
Does she look familiar?
Is Wasted on Me, a future-based dance-pop love song produced by Stevie Aoki and interpreted by RM, Jimin, and Jungkook.
The doctor,
to promote
the
this
comedian
song,
doctor?
Stevie Aoki releases remixes by the DJs and producers Slushy, Cheat Codes, and W&W. But it was the original version which charted at number 89 on the Billboard Hot 100. The last project part of the Love Yourself trilogy is a Japanese single album with Japanese versions of Fake Love, Airplane Part 2, which has a music video, the Stadium remix of Idol, part of the physical CD only, and an alternative Japanese version of Fake Love. This is the official end of the Love Yourself trilogy. Before starting a new era, BTS enters their mini solo songs era. RM features in Drunken Tiger's hip-hop song Timeless, Jimin releases the acoustic pop song Promise, Suga composes and features in Isura's ballad song Request, V releases the acoustic ballad Scenery, and RM is a feature artist in Honey's Crying Over You featuring Becca. In 2019, BTS enters their Map of the Soul era based on Jungian psychology. The first album of this era is the EP Map of the Soul Persona, which explores the personality one projects to others. This theme is introduced in the concept trailer by RM's colorful hip-hop solo song Intro Persona. The album's title track is the funky pop song Boy With Love, featuring the American singer Halsey, which explores happiness, love, and one's own persona. Boy With Love is also a response to BTS's 2014 song Boy In Love, part of the School trilogy. Boy With Love charted at number 8 on the Hot 100. Microcosmos and Home are pop songs dedicated to their fans, and Make It Right is produced by the English singer Ed Sheeran about the desire to improve relationships and the world. Jamais-vous is a song interpreted by Jin, J-Hope, and Jungkook, which explains the psychological phenomenon opposite of a déjà vu. The EP's conclusion is the follow-up promoted song Dionysus or Dionysus, which uses the Greek god of wine as a representation for the persona concept. This song became part of BTS's most iconic live performances and choreographies. As a solo project, Jin releases the ballad Tonight, and BTS releases their mobile game BTS World, and an original soundtrack album for this game with the song and music video Heartbeat, and the collaborations Dream Glow by Jin, Jimin, and Jungkook featuring the English singer Charlie XCX, A Brand New Day by J-Hope and V featuring the Swedish singer Sarah Larsson, and All Night by RM and Suga featuring the American rapper Juice WRLD. For Festa, Jungkook releases a remix of his solo song Euphoria, and part of the Japanese Map of the Soul era, BTS releases the music video for the original Japanese ballad Lights, part of the EP with the Japanese versions of Boy With Love and Idol. Then we have more solo songs. RM features in Lil Nas X remix of Old Town Road.
What?
That is crazy.
That song was so popular. I never heard of this collab. That's crazy.
Titled Soul Town Road. V releases the ballad Winter Bear along with a music video, and J-Hope releases an adaptation of Chicken Noodle Soup featuring the American singer Becky G. This is BTS's first trilingual song with Korean, English, and Spanish.
It is a big deal though, because it's 3 languages in one song.
I get the point of it.
Yeah.
Lyrics. Going back to the Map of the Soul promotions, BTS releases the alternative version of Make It Right featuring the American singer Love with a music video. To promote this collaboration, they also released an EDM remix and an acoustic remix, but it was the original collaboration that charted at number 76 on the Billboard Hot 100. Additionally, Suga participates in Halsey's album In Suga's Interlude. The last official part of the Korean Map of the Soul era is the studio album Map of the Soul 7, released at the beginning of 2020. It's really unfortunate that this is probably BTS's biggest project ever, but the promotions were cut short because of the pandemic. This is still...
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's definitely crazy.
So because of the pandemic, this, even though it's still, because honestly, I see this and I've seen this way before. Like, this is an album that I've actually seen and I knew it was part of them, but never, listened to it back in the days. But this was the most popular one. Wow. And for it to not be promoted because of the pandemic,
that's horrible.
That is horrible. Imagine how crazy it would have been.
Oh, yeah.
Even though it did do what it was supposed to do.
Yeah.
A legendary album that shows BTS's experience of being in the music industry for 7 years.
Ooh.
Despite everything, it
it's my song right here.
The year when BTS started charting almost all of their songs on the Billboard Hot 100. This album shows a story in 3 parts: Persona, Shadow, and Ego. The album's comeback trailer uses the intense hip-hop song Interlude Shadow by Suga to show one's own fears, darkness, and shadows. These themes are also represented in Black Swan, BTS's first pre-release single ever. They released an art film performed by NN Dance Company and started promoting this song as a single before releasing the album or the official music video.
Wow.
Despite releasing this song on its own, Black Swan charted at number 57 on the Hot 100.
That song should have charted way higher.
I believe so.
Because this song is a straight banger.
Yeah.
It's probably one of my favorites, to be honest.
The solo songs include the Latin pop song Filter by Jimin about showing two sides of oneself and the R&B song My Time by Jungkook about growing up and how fast time passes. Both of these songs charted on the Hot 100 at number 87 and 84 respectively. The alternative R&B Louder Than Bombs and the powerful lead single On, which is musically inspired by marching band music, talk about BTS's fighting and hardworking mindset as artists and people. On became BTS's highest charting song at the time by debuting at number 4 on the Hot 100. The next two songs show two opposites. Ah or Ugh by the Rap Line is an aggressive hip-hop song about the world's anger and malicious actions. And 0 O'Clock by the Vocal Line is an alternative R&B song about staying happy and taking every day as a fresh start. Entering the ego section of the Map of the Soul concept, we have Inner Child, a solo song by V about the story of reflection to his inner self. Friends by Jimin and V about the story of their friendship over the years. Moon, a solo song by Jin in which he uses the moon and the earth as metaphors for BTS and ARMY. And Respect, a song by RM and Suga about disrespect and hypocrisy. A conclusion to We Are Bulletproof Part 1 and We Are Bulletproof Part 2 is We Are Bulletproof The Eternal, an emotional song opposite to the first two parts, which shows BTS's gratitude to their fans for letting them be a group for 7 years. This story is shown in an animated music video. The album's outro is Ego by J-Hope, a retro hip-hop song with Afro beats about the Jungian concept of ego, the central part of one's consciousness that one is most aware of. This is the happy celebratory conclusion of the album. The last song is an alternative version of On featuring the Australian singer Sia, only part of the digital version of the album. Next, we have the solo project
Sia?
I like Sia.
She's fire.
Projects released during the pandemic. RM featured in a powerful ballad Winter Flower by Yuna. Jimin and Jungkook feature in Love's pop song Who. V releases Sweet Night for the Korean drama Itaewon Class. And Suga featured and produced IU's pop rock song 8, which won awards for Best K-pop Song, Best Rock Song, Best Collaboration, and Song of the Year at multiple South Korean award shows. Suga also released his second solo mixtape as August D, titled D2, in which he shares his viewpoint on the contemporary world and the questions he has about society. The title track is Dechuita, which uses the sound of traditional Korean military music. This mixtape has collaborations with RM, the Korean singer Nihwa, the American singer Max, and the Korean singer Kim Jong-won. As part of the 2020 Festa, Jungkook released the jazzy R&B Still With You. And as the last project part of the Map of the Soul era, BTS released the Japanese studio album Map of the Soul 7, The Journey, with the new tracks Intro Calling, Outro The Journey, and the singles Stay Gold and Your Eyes Tell. These new songs have their characteristic sound from their Japanese discography.
That's a good song
The
too.
next era is the trilogy of English songs. BTS's songs meant to uplift everybody during the pandemic. To reach bigger audiences, they released these 3 songs in English. The first one is the record-breaking disco pop song Dynamite, which became BTS's first song to reach number 1 on the Billboard Hot 100. To promote this song, BTS released 2 EPs with alternative versions. The first EP was the summer theme daytime version with an EDM remix.
Oh my god! And to be honest, I've heard possibly all of these.
Yeah, I'm sure. Yes.
Because yeah. I don't gotta explain it. I just have.
Oh shoot!
Hold on, I got too excited again.
BTS released the best original song for a commercial the world will ever see. Ionic, I'm On It for Hyundai. Then, Max and Suga released the pop single Blueberry Eyes. To promote this single, Max released new versions with music videos with Stevie Aoki and another version with the American rapper Lil Mosey and the American singer Olivia O'Brien.
Wow.
What? This is 2020, 2021. Lil Mosey, I do remember him.
Yeah.
And Olivia O'Brien sounds familiar. Oh no, I'm thinking of Olivia Rodrigo, I think.
Possibly.
Yeah. But what?
But that's amazing.
Yeah.
Next, BTS releases the nighttime version EP for Dynamite with a slow jam remix, a midnight
Mm-hmm.
I gotta
check that out, right?
remix, a retro remix, and a bedroom remix. Additionally, they released a music video for a 70s remix of Dynamite.
70s?
I really recommend listening to these versions because BTS performed these alternative versions in different TV shows and award shows, and the stages show their range as performers. BTS's next single is a collaboration between Josh 685, Jason Derulo, and BTS titled Savage Love.
That's
This
a good song
version
too.
with BTS
I don't understand why a lot of people don't like this song. Well, I guess it's because of Jason Derulo. They're, like I said, they're very women, the empowerment. That if any of these guys do anything wrong, then they're not gonna like that person. But personally, the song is fire though. Yeah. Like this song is.
reached #1 on the Billboard Hot 100.
Oh, and it made it to #1 in the Billboard Hot 100.
Making it the first song with Korean lyrics to top this chart.
That's just fire.
Because of the pandemic, BTS started a reality series titled BTS in the Soup, with In the Soup as the original soundtrack. This time also gave them the opportunity to work on their next studio album, a project directed by Jimin, in which they expressed their frustrations and feelings about the pandemic. This album had all of its songs chart simultaneously on the Billboard Hot 100. The title track,
let's run that back. All of the songs ran
its songs chart simultaneously
on the charts.
On the Billboard
I couldn't
Hot
say
100.
The word.
The title track, Life Goes On, became the first full song in Korean to reach #1 on the Hot 100. The music video was directed by Jungkook. The pop neo-soul Fly to My Room by Suga, J-Hope, Jimin, and V charted at number 69. The soft ballad Blue and Grey charted at number 13. The skit is a conversation with the members' first thoughts after getting their first #1 song, Dynamite. The happy pop song Telepathy charted at number 70. The old school hip-hop Disease charted at number 72. And the EDM pop song Stay by RM, Jin, and Jungkook charted at number 22. Dynamite stayed at #1 for 3 weeks and stayed on the Hot 100 for 32 weeks. As Christmas
that is fire.
32 weeks. Jesus.
time began, Jin released the acoustic ballad Abyss, BTS released a holiday remix of Dynamite, Jimin released his
remix of Dynamite. What?
Yeah, for real. Abyss, BTS released a holiday remix of Dynamite, Jimin released his solo Christmas song Christmas Love, and V released his solo Christmas song Snowflower featuring the Korean singer Big Boy. At the beginning of 2021, the vocal line sang a cover of the song Jungle for a Coca-Cola commercial, and J-Hope released the full version of Outro Blue Side, this time titled simply Blue Side. As BTS gets closer to the end of Chapter 1, they release anthology albums which compile their most iconic songs over the years, which are not only successful but also tell their story in the music industry. But before BTS released their Korean anthology album, they released the compilation album BTS The Best, which officially wraps out their Japanese discography in 2 CDs. The first song of the first CD, which also worked as a pre-release single, is Film Out, their first Japanese song ever to enter the Hot 100 at number 81. The rest of the first CD, as well as the second CD, compiles their most iconic songs in Japan. Going back to their Korean discography, RM features in Don't by Lee Yeon. This is the second out of the 3 collaborations between them. The third one is part of Chapter 2. The second single part of the trilogy of English songs is the summer song Butter, which stayed at number 1 on the Hot 100 for 7 weeks. The Butter EP has a house bass remix, which has a music video, an electropop remix, a dance pop remix, which also has a music video, and an instrumental track. For Festa, RM released Bicycle, and BTS performed new versions of their songs on their anniversary concert Master. These songs are a Korean version of their Japanese song Wishing on a Star, and a live EDM remix of Not Today. The third project part of the trilogy of English songs is Permission to Dance, which debuted at number 1 on the Billboard Hot 100. Permission to Dance was initially released in a single album with Butter, but it was also part of the single album Permission to Dance that comes with an R&B remix. Since they were technically promoting both Butter and Permission to Dance together, they released a remix of Butter featuring the American rapper Megan Thee Stallion. The previous year, BTS partnered with Samsung to promote their Galaxy phones. BTS were part of commercials using Dynamite and Butter, and even released their own BTS edition Samsung Galaxy phones and earbuds. Additionally, Suga produced
You did want to switch over.
I told you.
an alternative version of the classical ringtone Over the Horizon. You can use Suga's 2021 and 2022 ringtones in Galaxy phones. BTS's next big single was a collaboration with the British band Coldplay, titled My Universe. With verses in Korean and English, BTS and Coldplay debuted at number 1 on the Hot 100 and stayed on the chart for 17 weeks. To promote the song, they released Supernova 7 Mix, the instrumental, an acoustic version, a tropical remix by Suga, a remix by the Swedish duo Galantis, and a remix by the French DJ David Guetta. For the TV
wow, so they're hitting Sweden and France with those collabs.
Yes.
Wow.
drama Jiri-san, Jin released the sentimental ballad Yours. To officially end the promotion of Butter, they released a holiday remix of Butter. This is the last project part of the trilogy of English songs. Then we enter a small era of solo projects. Jin releases the fun song Super Tuna about his love for fishing. Suga participates on Juice WRLD's second posthumous album by featuring in the song Girl of My Dreams. And V releases the ballad Christmas Tree for the soundtrack of the Korean drama Our Beloved Summer. In 2022, Jungkook releases Stay.
You heard that one today? How dare you?
It came out.
It's okay, that's cool.
Alive, produced by Suga, with a music video by the 7 BTS members for their webtoon 7 Fates Chakko. Jimmy releases With You with the Korean singer Ha Sung-woon for the K-drama Our Blues. And Suga produces and features In That That by the Korean singer Psy. The last project part of Chapter 1 is the anthology BTS album Proof. This album compiles the most important songs of BTS's career in 3 CDs. Their first CD has their 19 most significant singles. The first song is the unofficial adaptation of Born Singer, which they released on SoundCloud on 2013. But this time, they bought the rights to use the sample from J. Cole and officially release it as a BTS song. The other singles are No More Dream, N.O., Boy in Love, Danger, I Need You, Run, Fire, Blood, Sweat and Tears, Spring Day, DNA, Fake Love, Idol, Boy with Love, On, Dynamite, Life Goes On, Butter, and the new single Yet to Come, in which they...
So this is more like, you know, when they do the best of?
Yes.
So, and then they added this one Yet to Come, kind of like a, oh my, and that's a banger too.
Yeah.
They just keep adding like
Better,
a good...
so you can get better.
Yeah.
Get into other better ones.
They thank their fans for all the years of support and promise to bring even better music on their next chapter as BTS. The second CD compiles the 15 most representative solo and subunit songs. The first song is a new song by the 7 members titled Run BTS, a reference to their Variety web series. The other songs are RM's Persona, Stay, Jin's Moon, Jamais-vous, Suga's Seesaw, the rap lines Cypher 3, J-Hope's Ego, the rap lines Her, Jimin's Filter, Friends, V's Singularity, the vocal lines 0 O'Clock, Jungkook's Euphoria, and the vocal lines Dimple. The third and last CD of Proof has 14 songs. 13 of them are only available on the physical CD. This third CD compiles demo versions.
So these are CD only. Oh, these are demo versions. Young Love, Boy in Love, demo version. Okay.
Songs that were never released, such as Young Love and Quotation Mark, an instrumental version, an a cappella version, and the new song For Youth. This is the only song from the third CD which you can listen to on streaming platforms. This is the official end of BTS's Chapter 1. Chapter 2 is still ongoing and it has solo songs, solo albums, subunit songs, and songs with the 7 members. So let me know in the comment section if you learned anything new today and what is your favorite BTS era.
I have to rewatch it too.
Oh my god. This, first and foremost, big shout outs to Boracity magazine, because like I said, her videos are very informative and we get to learn a lot, and we did learn a lot. And I did notice as well that this ended in 2021, if I'm not mistaken. Mm-hmm. So from 2021 till 2025, there's obviously been so much going on, because we got the J. Cole with J-Hope. Yes. We got different music that has been out. We got Jimin, like, in his solo stuff. You know what I'm saying? So
solo path is so awesome.
So it's crazy because I see how amazing this group is. Okay, so the reason I'm saying this so much is because if you think of it in a business perspective, right? I'm playing the stuff. The business perspective. Just think about the smart moves that they did with this, because in the beginning they were playing with what they could, put out there to see what people are gravitating to. Little by little, they started implementing different kinds of music. And then little by little, they started switching the beats, so it could be different versions of the same song. And then let's introduce this to, Japan. And then from there, let's introduce it to collaborations from people from different countries. EDM, alternative, and country. Just, doing different, genres. And then from there, it's like, let's start making... You could call them industry music, I guess, kind of like for Butter and things like that were played in the U.S. heavily.
Right.
And it's just, and not only that, okay, here I go. Going from starting to tap into the English market, where they started releasing English music.
Yeah.
Kind of going after the main industry that they're,
the heart of the music, you would say.
Yeah.
I see that it is a smart business strategy move, but I feel like they moved in the way as trying to spread love to every single person that speaks different language. And because the way they wanted to spread positivity out to the world, so they did it with their music. So it just worked both ways. It happened to work good in a business move and in a positive way for the people to get to know them and just,
And if I'm not mistaken, some of them have business majors, if I'm not mistaken.
There you go.
So they're very business savvy and they understand. Yeah. And I'm sure with all 7 of them making their plans, it has to be a crazy conversation.
Oh, yeah.
I'm looking forward to the skits too, because we're going to be able to hear their thoughts in what these accomplishments that, happened in the previous projects, what they were feeling in that moment. And it's cool to hear, because these are the kind of things that we talk about, which is celebrate the little things that you accomplish, and things like that.
Right.
Which is something that, it took a long time for us to even, well, for me, to be like, oh, I should celebrate this little achievement, you know?
Yeah, for sure. I agree.
But, wow, there's so much.
So much to even get into and explore and dive into. So that's what's next.
And with that being said, we're gonna start the album reactions now. So if you guys haven't, please make sure you guys hit that subscribe button. Leave a purple heart and a trophy in the bottom in the comments if you guys finished this video with us. I want to know. And if you guys are just the occasional watchers that don't comment, I want to see you guys comment for the first time ever. Just so you guys are aware, I'm recognizing a lot of you guys now. So I know you guys by name. I know you guys by the icon picture. And it's been pretty cool because we've been getting that interaction going. So starting 2026, just so you guys are aware, when we come back to live streaming, obviously we're going to probably even do some of these live in, having these conversations with you guys. So we will be looking for moderators, you know what I'm saying, to help us out. And what I need from you guys, this is literally going to be something that I need help from efam/army. When we announce and I post a flyer of us coming back in 2026, I'm going to need efam to spread the word. I'm going to need you guys to post it. I'm going to need you guys to put it on your stories and tag us, obviously, so we could, repost them and stuff like that. I'm going to need you guys' help. I need you guys to make this big comeback for eFamily's, podcast to be amazing, because we're going to obviously implement positivity, but a lot of it is going to have to do with the journey that we're currently on, which is BTS. So, these are going to be the things that I was talking about, where we're going to talk about the lyrics and kind of break those down and start implementing those lyrics into our everyday life. And it's going to be a really, really good conversation. So, with that being said, make sure you guys hit that like button. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button. We hit a 2-banger almost. I'm going to catch you guys in the next one. Peace.